Hello and welcome back to YMI Insured with me, Avery, your girl who doesn't know anything about insurance, and Jimmy Honachik, the VP of YMI Agency. How you doing, Jimmy?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
You ready to learn some more about insurance?
Are you ready to teach me more about insurance?
I think so.
I'm excited.
Good.
All right. So this episode I'm calling, I'm Just a Girl. Do I really need insurance?
Yes.
I'm kind of getting the hint. Working here, I'm kind of getting that hint. So my first question for you.
Yes.
What is insurance and why do I need it?
Great question. So insurance at its core is pooling risks together to protect yourself. So let's talk about auto, right? Like that's probably the one that you're most likely to need. If you hit somebody or a vehicle,
I would never.
you might.
You're right.
They're called accidents.
And boy, am I prone to that.
So you owe that person money, whether it is the damage you did to their car, which is property damage, or the damage you did to them as a person, which is bodily injury. And they have a right to money from you to be made whole. And that's where insurance comes in. Instead of going after you and your assets and your wages, there's an insurance policy there to protect you. And so you have limits of coverage there that they can access for the damages that they sustain. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay.
It's nice to know that if I weren't the one, creating the accident, that I would be covered, but knowing that I would have insurance would make me feel a lot better.
Exactly. It protects you from the liability that you would have there.
Yes.
And then there's also, you can cover your car itself. So it's called physical damage. And essentially, if your car sustains damages, you'd like to get that repaired or replaced or fixed or a brand new car, depending on the situation. And you can get insurance to cover your vehicle as well.
Absolutely. George is my baby. My car's name is George. All right. So that leads me to my next question.
Yes.
Why is it important to have insurance? How exactly does insurance work?
Yeah. So it's important because otherwise you're in an accident. The liability that you have for those people would come out of, again, your wages, your assets. Your money would go out the door. Or you can protect yourself by paying a much smaller amount every year. And that's what it is. Instead of taking on the chance of getting a big risk and owing a lot of money, you pay a little bit every year so that you don't have to take that on yourself.
So that eventually, when my accidents do slip up,
yes,
I'm covered.
I'm
good to go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Jimmy.
Absolutely.
I feel like I learned something new every time. This is great.
Good.
The whole point.
Exactly. Insurance can be fun.
It can be.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this so far. It's
good.
Great.
Well, thanks, Avery, for having me here.
Thank you. You have the mouse, I think.
Please turn it off.
Please turn it off.